Greetings. Good evening. It is Wednesday of week 2, and on Wednesdays I try to leave a personal note via video for you. And this evening I want to share two things. And first, just a personal note. Just looking back on week 1, today when I came home, uh, you know, from another class, I stopped at the groceries and I had my grocery bags and I had something for dinner. I'm set to make some capellini con gambarelli. I had some nice fresh Key West shrimp and everything to put together this meal, and the power was off. Well, Sunday on Mother's Day, I did some cleaning and some gardening and worked all morning, and I thought 1 o'clock I'm going to make a nice brunch. I'm all going to relax for a few hours, have a nice. Power goes off. Down in South Florida, this is not uncommon. So, but it's just electricity, right? And it comes back on after a while, an hour, half hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. But it kind of took the wind out of my sails. It kind of just brought me down. I was like, oh, now what? And how long? And am I gonna be able to make dinner? Because I have an electric oven, and it was just it's just one of those things that throw you off, and it's hard to get your footing back. For many of you, week 1 was great, and I've sent you notes, and I've made I've made it clear that you've done a great job. But for some, week 1 was a big challenge, and it was stressful, and you want to put your best foot forward, as they say, and yet, maybe directions weren't read clearly, or you got behind, or you misunderstood, and things didn't go as well as you felt they were. The wind was kind of taken out of your sails. And I say that because I know how you feel, and I want to let you know that I'm here to help. I'm here to help you reach the next level for those of you who are going strong, and for those of you who are trying to still get their footing, because this is the beginning of class still. That I don't want you to be discouraged. I know what it's like. I get discouraged when I lose the lights and I think I'm not going to have my shrimp and pasta. But I also get discouraged when I try to do something, or I sit down to write and I just stare, or I write a page and I think this is awful, and I just delete, and it feels like a day's work is worthless. So I don't want you to feel that way. I want you to reach out to me if you have trouble, or if you are concerned, or if you need help. So the second thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to do this rather quickly because I hate long videos, is the writing notes. And in the writing notes, I just want to share there are 7 areas, 7 questions that you're going to answer, and you answer them in the learning module. You download them. After you download them, you should review them, proof them, work a little bit more, and then submit them. So we revisit some of the same questions week after week. So it may be redundant, but we want you to keep thinking about it. So first, what is the main point? You're talking about the topic that you've chosen for your final essay, and that is one of the 2 that you mentioned in your journal. So what is the main idea? What's your main argument? And give us 3 reasons, 3 key points that support that argument. And tell us about the audience and the challenges the audience that you may have reaching that audience. And then what is your goal? If you are perhaps writing about the environment and you want people to realize that a carbon tax is a good idea and should be, then your goal may be to convince people that a carbon tax is a good idea to help in saving our planet. And then it asks about resources, and this is the point where we start to get our feet in the water with research. So you're looking for 3 possible resources, 3 sources, articles, essays, books that support your point of view. And in the 6th question, it's going to ask you to tie one of those key points to the resource. And then finally, the last question, which I think is really kind of the most difficult because it's either very simplistic or it's very difficult. It's kind of it's a knot. And that final question asks about integration. And when we ask about integration, it's where you're going to place this evidence. Where are you going to put your sources? Well, in the beginning, maybe you're going to put it. You're going to put the evidence in each paragraph following your topic sentence. Maybe you're going to, put the evidence in areas that are most need emphasis. So where physically in your essay are you going to put it? One in each paragraph. I'm going to use it in the opening, and I'm going to use it in the end in the conclusion, tying it. How are you going to structure your essay? My lights are on. It's Wednesday night. I'm going to have a good dinner. I'm going to enjoy my family. I'm going to have a good weekend, and I hope you will too. If you need help, call me. Take care.